Great to be back to football season. Excited about the experience that we have coming back. Arguably the most experienced team that we've had since I've been the head football coach. 55 returning lettermen, 21 seniors. A group that's won as many football games as any other class in Northwestern football history. So looking forward to them reporting here in a couple days. Summer school wraps up and we'll get going next weekend. I think you'd ask every coach in the country what's critically important for you to be successful as a football team. It's the trenches. You've got to have both sets of lines in place to have two fists in the fight. That's the way that I look at it. And to have 137 starts, coming back on our offensive line, 4 returning starters, on paper, and then you talk about divers who started games, Bartels who started games for us, and then the young depth that we have. I'm excited about that group, but I've challenged Adam Cushing, our O-line coach. It's one thing to have that kind of experience coming back. That's great. Let's continue to develop it and get it better. But 6 months from now, we'll have the youngest offensive line in the Big Ten. So it's going to be as important for him to develop that next group so we're ready for the future. It's going to come fast and furious. Now they go on the road, the opener against a team at Boston College. It's been, I believe, 11 straight bowl games. There's no question, in my 10 years as head coach, this will be our most challenging opener. We've got it on the road in the non-conference schedule. So we've got to have a tremendous sense of urgency in camp, not only to improve and get where we need to be. We learned last year about our personnel and also what we learned from spring practice, but then also to get to Boston College. And then a few weeks later, we go back on the road out to West Point and to play the option, play that kind of football team, the physicality, the effort level that they play with, how well they're coached, the discipline they play with. It's going to be a challenge for us. It'll be a very different set of circumstances from skiing, but a sandwich in between is an Eastern Illinois team, and coaches last season, and they're going to be hungry and opportunity. So it's going to be critically important, in my opinion, that we start fast. Mike Trumpy enters fall camp as our starter. The way that he finished the season was encouraging to me. Mike has got good size, good speed, understands the concepts that we're trying to do. He's going to be pushed by Donis, and then Jacob Schmidt comes back off of injury. And as I look at the group, as a whole, I think we've got very solid competitive depth, but we've got to be more consistent there, number one, and start faster than we did a year ago. And I would love to have a bell count. There's no question about that. You go back to when we had Tyrell, and we go back when we had a great two-headed monster, and Jason Wright and Noah Herron. Going back to my days with Darnell, and I can keep going on and on with that great running back tradition. So we need to start faster. That experienced offensive line, Mike being a year older, Adonis being a year older, and competitive depth. Hopefully we'll have that accomplished. But talk is cheap. We got to go out and do it.